big, beautiful Vengeance 39R12 Touring Edition just came in here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is the highest level in the Vengeance family. There's the Super Sport, the Vengeance, then the Touring. This is the one with all the bells and whistles, and it's very obvious which one's which as soon as you see the outside. This is the one with the cool full body color package. There are a lot of different features and options you can add to these. We sell quite a few Vengeance fifth wheels, and we often equip them a little bit differently. We generally have them pretty much the same, but things like this, like the generator on the front, may or may not be installed on the one that you're looking to take home. Please double check our options list and make sure things like the fabric color scheme that you're looking for, the option package you're looking for, are equipped on your trailer. We take the time to write all that out for you. This video here is kind of for informational and demonstrational purposes, so it may or may not be a little bit different from the one you're looking to take home. That being said, this is a gorgeous piece. About 39-foot box. The R12, that stands for a 12-foot garage. This is going to have the biggest water heater of the Vengeance family. I believe it's a 12-gallon vessel. That'll give you the largest reserve and recharge time. The docking station here is all privatized and centralized, so you can run your water hose and cable and stuff up through here, and then you can have all your flush drains and everything separate from everything. You also have a quick, easy battery disconnect right here. Pretty much all of your outdoor systems can be controlled in one easy spot. You also have an antifreeze inlet, so you don't have to take antifreeze into your trailer and accidentally maybe spill it around. And this is a cool place to show you kind of the guts of a Vengeance Touring. You see that everything is a fully welded framework here, all aluminum. Now notice that on the base of their plywood floor decking, they use tongue and groove plywood flooring. They also add an enclosure layer here, and that's like a vapor barrier, just to help keep any of your outdoor stuff you store here in your basement from either odor seeping or moisture seeping up into your bedroom and bathroom deck. Now down in here you see that you have 3 tables that can be put throughout your trailer. 2 in the living room on the mega sofa, and then 1 in the toy hauler area itself. When your toys are unloaded, you can use it like a little dining room, living space. Touring Edition is going to give us the cool frameless bonded windows that they look amazing. That's one of the biggest reasons they're on here. But a fringe benefit is that your seals are located under the window pane. So the majority of the sun's damage gets deflected before it gets up there. We have a fueling station on this. I haven't checked the list. I don't know if that's standard or optional, so pardon me. You see that we have the patio party deck feature on here. This is something that with these cable systems, you just pull a little pin at the bottom and you can drop the ramp to the ground for loading. But you see that when you're loading, you put your gates up like this, and when you're unloaded, when you don't have any toys in the garage area, or you just want to kick it out on the patio here, you can set your picnic table up outside, couple lawn chairs, and just have a great time. This is a neat little feature I think a lot of people are going to overlook too, is the second awning back here. The third slide that you see right here, it's really nice to give you that big living room, but it cuts your awning in half. Normally you only get a tiny awning on most fifth wheel toy haulers, so they added a second awning here, so you actually have 2 patio spaces. How cool is that? Now this rear garage entry door is something I think is pretty cool, and it definitely dresses this up and identifies it as a class apart. So you have a normal little, just like you'd have at home, like a little sliding screen door style door. So you can keep that open, have a nice fresh breeze rolling through if you want. Or if you're loading big bikes, you need all that loading space, it's easy. Pull the pin, open the door. That's all there is to it. And notice that this is all darkened and shaded, so that if you want to, and there's also a Velcro ring around it, there's a little blackout shade you can put on here to totally block out and privatize your garage space. Now the one we're looking at, we do have the Happy Jack king size bunk bed above these 2 power lift convertible sofas here. So these can also fold down into a bed. Simply roll them over, they meet in the middle, and you have another giant king size bed back here. And that's one of the interesting things about fifth wheel toy haulers, is, in a sense, they're sort of becoming one of the new forms of a fifth wheel bunkhouse. It's kind of cool. Now this is a true toy hauler. It's 8.5 wide. You can put two fully dressed bikes right next to each other in here and be fine. And this is a 12-foot garage, like I mentioned. So even if you have a bike that's raked out a little bit, or you got like a bigger side-by-side, it will fit. A 10-foot garage is just not big enough for most toys nowadays. And notice that this does have a beaver tail, dovetail, whatever word you like to apply to it. So again, if you have a full dresser and your pipes are hanging down, they're not going to drag and scuff everything up. You're going to see, I think, at least 9 of these D-rings, heavy-duty D-rings, screwed directly into the flooring. I believe they each have a 2,500 pound capacity. So you tie them all together and you have a huge tie-down capacity in here. Your windows here in the garage space are exceptionally nice because they have these little blackout shades. So these can give you full privacy back here when you're using this like a bedroom. But when you're just using it to load and unload, you don't have a big thick like curtain box sticking out from the wall that your handlebars are going to catch. Now this is another really cool thing here, is you're going to see this really cool blue accent LED lighting all over the place. It's under the awnings, it's above light fixtures, it's around TVs, it's all over the place in here. You can shut it off. I mean, if it's not your cup of tea, you just simply flip a switch and it's on and it's off. I love the touchscreen Sony audio system back here. If you're an audiophile like I am, you like to have nice music, and everyone knows the nice music sounds better when you play it loud. This is capable of doing that. And notice little things too, like the fact that you actually still have diamond plate around the kickboards down here, so that, you know, your foot pedals and stuff like that, your spokes, they don't dig up the sidewalls of your trailer. I've seen a lot of fifth wheel toy haulers cutting that corner recently, and I don't quite understand it. The Touring Edition gives you some really sweet looking light fixtures. I love these little things. See if I can figure out which switch it is. There's 100 switches back here. I can show you some inside. It's easier to find there. But back to the sound thing. Like I was saying, if it's too loud for the neighbors, you can always turn. This isn't a speaker selector, so you have inside, outside, or both. Now, a cool thing to point out too. This is a 3-zone air conditioner system. The garage has its own air conditioner. The bedroom has its own air conditioner. The living room has its own air conditioner. You can heat or cool any zone exactly how you want to. And this whole living space blew me away. I've seen a lot of fifth wheel toy haulers. Hands down, my favorite interior design I have ever seen. Every inch of this thing was well thought out. It is awesome. Like I said, you get the cool glow lighting around the television. You've got your big Samsung flat screen here. I don't know if you spotted, but you do have a nice Bluetooth player down here. You're not hurting for entertainment. You've got your sound bar below it. I prefer the sound bar over the central sound system. Central sound systems is just like, they just blow you away. You can't hear the person talking next to you. Again, here in the living area, the entire interior living space has a primary centralized AC, then the bedroom has its own dedicated AC. You see that this is a big loft bunk up here, so if you have big adult guests, or if you just have kids who want to have like the cool treehouse experience, they can find their way up here. And, you know, a nice ladder to get them up there is always a handy touch. It's actually surprising how few rigs have that. The fireplace down here is an electric space heater. That's going to help you keep the interior here warm instead of burning up all your propane. And this is one of my favorite features here. The power port tree. You see you've got 3 power outlets. It recesses into the cabinet when you don't need it. It pulls up 1, 2, or 3 spots when you do. And I don't know if you're seeing this here. Let me try to block this backlight a little bit. But they're all pointing different ways. So if you have big AC adapters for devices you're trying to use, you can fit them on there one way or another. Notice the nicer Corian countertops here in the Touring Edition. The nicer hardwood cabinets. Absolutely made to last and take a lot of abuse. And you see that passes all the way through. Storage is something a lot of fifth wheel toy haulers don't have, and that is not a problem in this one. It is really well planned. You also have some huge drawer space right here. You have 3 of these big giant drawers. And another big pantry. We don't have a lot of light down here. Another big pantry down there. Let me see if I can figure something out for you. There we go. Let there be light. Okay. I love the, I guess you'd almost call it like a hearth area, but it's not a fireplace. It really reminds me of like an Italian pizza kitchen. It just has the coolest look. I've never seen something like that in an RV before, and I've seen a lot of RVs. Even your power ceiling fan here, I'm going to spin you, I hope you're not seasick. You have an easy wall control over here for it. You can turn the fan on, off. It has 4 settings. Open the vent, but what's cool is it's smart. If you just tell it, turn the fan on, go. It'll open the lid, turn it on. It does everything for you. You can also just leave the lid open, shut the fan off right here. It'll close the lid for you. You can operate all the features independently. And notice that both sides here have their own little pantry rack storage. This also has the really cool glass top stove top cover here, so if you don't need to cook, you can use this entire thing like counter space. And one of the things Vengeance does I love is they put the microwave below the counter, and while that isn't normal, it gets a big bulky appliance out from up high, and that's what allows the really cool features like this whole I don't know, Italian kitchen wall, whatever you want to call it. Oh my gosh, I almost walked out of here without telling you about the sofa. Big giant mega sofa. Now you see the little floor holes here. There's a pair of individual tables for each side, so this is like a double mega theater seat. But what's really slick is every single seating section on this kicks out on its own. It's a quadruple recliner. And there is a handy little storage pocket right here, perfect for TV remote controls, all that kind of stuff. We've walked by a lot of these, you've probably spotted them, but notice that all your switches are backlit. So if you're stumbling through your trailer at night, when I wake up at night, I'm a zombie. I'll tell you that, I am dead to the world. So having an idea where my switches are, so I know where my light fixtures are, that's a handy thing. I really like that. Moving forward here, little utility drawer right next to your entry door. That's a cool feature. That's the perfect spot for like a little multi-tool, a screwdriver, flashlight, that little stuff that you need here and there. You have a big centralized control center, and what I like is how basically all of your ceiling lights here in the living room, they have their own little controls. So you can operate everything independently. So you don't have to, wake up the entire neighborhood. You can just sort of cook in the kitchen at night when someone's watching TV. It can be kind of just cozy and quaint and cool. The bathroom's excellent. Notice that they have a nicer countertop, a seamless engineered countertop here in the bathroom area as well. And they actually give you a sink you can use. A grown person can wash their hands in here. It is so frustrating how rare that is. I love the big mirror because it reflects all the light from the skylights and the white shower in here. And take a look at this big space right here. This is perfect for all your toiletries, your toothbrush, your toothpaste, all that. This is your medicine cabinet. And even up here in the bathroom, you're getting the nicer residential hidden hinge cabinetry, and you're still looking at hardwood doors, not just panel doors. A lot of manufacturers start to cut corners when you get here. Now, a lot of people don't realize, but there's a massive little linen cabinet up here, so you can have towels and extra blankets and stuff like that. And no one's ever offended by a 50-inch walk-in shower. It even has a little seating area here, so if you need to sit down while you're bathing so you don't slip, if you got a knee or a hip problem, or time's just catching up to you, or you just like to relax, you can do that. I love the big double window in the hallway between the bedroom and the bathroom. It just lets so much more light in here. And notice that your bedroom door is even a nice recessed raised panel door here. Vengeance king beds, standard in all touring editions. Nicer if you like the bigger space. There are windows on the sides of the bed slide out. They do open for cross ventilation. Again, 3-zone air conditioning here, so you can breathe icicles up here if you wanted to with that thing. Gigantic front closet space. This thing's huge. Now, what is awesome about this? This tells me this was made by people that don't just build campers, they go camping. Because not only do you have a big wardrobe space, but you also have this big shelf up top here, right where you need it. Here we go. So there's big shelf space up here, right where you need it, at chest level. Everyone always expects you in most fifth wheels to put stuff down low. And you still have a little shoe rack back here. This does everything. It's really big. And you still have a big washer dryer closet. If you're planning a full-time or seasonal park, you can do that. I like these lights back here. Now notice too, you have just a little spotlight. So if you get up in the morning, And you know, let's say you're work camping or you just live in your fifth wheel, which is a lot of people do that now. You can kind of have an idea, you can spot what's in your closet without turning on the whole light and you know, waking up your partner there. Even the sides, you know, look, I look at stuff like this. The detail work on the sides of the cabinetry. They have the little routing and etching in there. That's just cool. And that's an area that most people are going to not pay attention to. This video has gone way overdue. I'm 11 minutes past where I like to be on these, but this is a not an every day coach. This is something that has a lot of feature and a ton of value. And you're going to find, compared to a lot of things in this class, it's not going to break the bank by comparison. So give us a call, 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. Happy camping.